You're fired!
There's nothing that boils the blood of the internet wrestling community more than their favorite members of Raw or SmackDown getting released from the company, what with those budget cuts that we hear about so often. And it becomes hard to believe with this modern perception that anyone's been with the WWE for a very long time. But there are some great Hall of Fame caliber talents who've stood the test of time. I'm Kevin, and here are 5 active WWE superstars who've been with the company for a decade. Number 5, Natalya, 2008 to present. Natalya, the Queen of Heart, has been with the WWE for well over a decade, debuting in 2008. That's when President Obama was elected. This comes as no surprise as she hails from the legendary Hart family, famous for their passion for professional wrestling, and also at one point for having a wrestling bear that lived underneath their porch. Yeah, read about that part. The Canadian wrestling superstar was the first woman in WWE to hold the Divas Championship, as well as the SmackDown Women's Championship. Not just that, she recently competed in the seemingly impossible feat of wrestling 1,400 matches in her career and etched her name in the Guinness Book of World Records. She is also one of the very few wrestlers who have won more than 500 matches in their career. Although not the forefront of the women's revolution back in 2015, you have to admit she is indeed one of the pillars of WWE's current women's roster and will continue to be an inspiration for younger talents to come. Number 4, Kofi Kingston, 2008 to present. Kofi is one of the most athletically gifted performers to ever step foot in the WWE. The New Day member debuted in 2008 as a singles competitor on the now defunct ECW brand and currently enjoys a 13-year run in the WWE. His incredible in-ring skills, athleticism, and natural charisma helped him win over the WWE Universe quickly and also earned him multiple championship reigns in the WWE. He is a former WWE champion, a 4-time IC champ, a 3-time United States champion, and wait, let me count, he's a 14-time? 14-time? Oh, I'm not doing the Booker T gimmick where I just say the number over and over again. He's a 14-time World Tag Team Champion. 11 of those titles with the New Day. Kofi recently has been missing in-ring action as he took paternity leave as he recently welcomed a 3rd child into his family. He'll return soon after, and who knows, he might just win a 15th tag team title by the end of the year. Number 3, The Miz, 2006 to present. Before he ever stepped foot in a pro wrestling ring, Mike Mizanin portrayed himself as a wrestling fan on the MTV reality show The Real World, and then he's grown to become one of the most well-known figures in the WWE today. Starting with the company in 2006, he's guaranteed to get a response, be it positive or negative, every time he steps in the ring, and he has the hardware to prove it, soaring to great heights as a former 2-time WWE champion, 8-time tag champ, 8-time intercontinental champion, and twice holding the Money in the Bank briefcase. Apart from his in-ring skills, his promo ability is unmatched. The host of the most must-see talk show in WWE history, The Miz TV, is infamous for his talking smack promo against Daniel Bryan, where he's slapping the title on the table while he's talking about him wrestling in bingo halls, which kind of turned the Miz haters into genuine fans. Although people thought he would be released within a year, the Miz has successfully solidified himself as one of the pillars of the WWE. Let's just hope he doesn't have to host another Diva Search competition on Raw, like he did back in the day, where he read the lines off what was written on his hand. That was not awesome. Number 2, Dolph Ziggler, then known as Nick Nemeth, made his WWE main roster debut after a very successful collegiate wrestling career way back in 2005 as an enforcer and sidekick of Chavo Guerrero at the time. After splitting from him, he got repackaged to become a part of the Spirit Squad, where he was known as Nikki, until late 2006 when Vince McMahon felt the gimmick wasn't as successful as it could have been. In 2008, he once again became a part of the main roster, this time as Dolph Ziggler. The show-off has since become a 2-time World Heavyweight Champion, a 6-time Intercontinental Champion, 2-time United States Champion, a Money in the Bank contract winner, and a 3-time Tag Team Champ. His sudden pairing with Robert Roode as one half of the Dirty Dogs has turned out to be quite successful, but deep down, several fans are still waiting for for him to enjoy one good reign as the WWE World Champion before his tenured run in the company ends. The next time a WWE Championship changes hands, there's going to be a fan on the internet saying, "It should have been Dolph. It should have been Dolph." Number 1. Randy Orton, 2002 to present. Randy Orton is by far the most experienced WWE superstar on the current roster, having made his in-ring debut back in 2002, the same year I graduated high school. Wow, this makes me feel old. The Viper has scaled every peak in the business. You get it? Because snakes have scales and they call him the Viper? I'll stop. In his 2-decade-long career, Orton has made memorable rivalries with the likes of Triple H, The Undertaker, Edge, Rey Mysterio, Shawn Michaels, Kane, Batista, and John Cena. Remember their best of 100 match series? While doing so many successful things, he's also a 14-time world champion. He's in Ric Flair range, everybody. Today's wrestling fans know that Orton is one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions with his partner Riddle, who constantly refers to him as Randy. Yes, they're quite entertaining as RK Bro. At 41 years of age, it looks like we'll be seeing a lot more of the Legend Killer for years to come, and don't be surprised if he actually breaks Ric Flair's world title record, or Ric Flair's daughter Charlotte gets there first, and somehow the internet gets really mad about that. Woo!